Welcome to a presentation of the eMentor web service application by Team Skagway 1. The eMentor is an application that is designed as a contestant for the Imagine Cup competition by Microsoft. The Imagine Cup competition is directly related to the UN's millennial goals of fighting and ending poverty and hunger, promoting universal education, gender equality, child and maternal health, combating HIV and AIDS, helping environmental sustainability, and facilitating global partnership. The eMentor specifically addresses one of the sub-issues of poverty, hunger, and universal education, which relates to crime. The eMentor is a web service designed to provide the tools and resources to help individuals such as homeless people, former drug addicts, and first-time felons getting out of prison to overcome and get to the next level of their lives, whether it be finding a home, a job, a school, a doctor, or just general guidance in life. The eMentor is here to help. While the eMentor is designed to help a broad range of the population, the early stages of it will be specifically geared toward helping first-time offenders when leaving prison. In the United States, the Bureau of Justice Statistics does studies on the prison population and the amount of recidivism in this country. Recidivism is the process of when convicts leave prison, go back to their normal lives, and then eventually end up back in prison. In fact, one alarming statistic shows that out of individuals who leave prison after a first-time felony, 68% of males and 58% of females are rearrested less than a year later. 53% of males and 39% of females are reincarcerated or put back in prison less than a year later. One of the main reasons for this is that when many individuals leave prison, they do not have an adequate support system to return to. They do not have resources at their disposal to help them become productive members of society. Instead, they fall back into the old trap of drugs, or a life of crime, or overall despair. The eMentor helps prevent much of this recidivism. Before we dive into the eMentor, let's first meet the members of Team Skagway 1, including David Wang and Mick Sexton. The eMentor is a web service or a website that can be accessed by any individual who has registered. Whether an individual would like to volunteer their time, resources, or energy to helping others, or an individual needs help, they can register with the eMentor to be connected with somebody locally. The eMentor is designed to bridge the gap and bring individuals leaving prison together with people in their local community who care, who can help them out, who can help them reach the next level, as well as bridge the gap and help them connect with local business owners, other organizations who can be of help as well. Essentially, there are two types of people involved with the eMentor. There is the felon, or addict, or homeless person trying to get back on their feet, or the general individual who needs help, per se. We will call them the client. And then there is the volunteer, whether it be a business owner or simply a member of the community who wishes to donate their time and services. We will call them the mentor. Once either one is registered with this site, they can log in, and they will reach a page that looks something like this. While this is just a rough sketch and not an actual website, this does demonstrate the main page of the eMentor that the client, for instance, might interact with. Here in the upper left-hand window, we have the client's daily schedule. But this can also give them a calendar of upcoming activities. Here they can see what's scheduled for the day, where they need to be at what time, and how to prepare best. Below that, we have the reminders box. These reminders will act as pop-ups, so they can simply set a reminder for later, and then when that reminder pops up, they'll know they need to get a certain task done. These reminders can either be put in by the client themselves, or by the mentors who are helping that client out. Below that is a box of contacts. Contacts can be used to help the client reach the next level of their life, whether it be a doctor, local instructors, the mentors themselves, teachers in their community, or local business owners, or just friends who can help them out and be a good influence. These contacts can be kept and managed in this window here. Over here we have a general message area. This would be a great area, for instance, used as a bulletin board. So if somebody, for instance, the client wanted to ask, where can I find a good place to buy a suit? Anybody can respond in this general message area. Any of the mentors, that is, and let them know what stores are nearby, maybe what bus routes can get them to that store, and so forth. It is a general advice area and can be used for many purposes. Above that is the inspirational quote of the day that can help motivate the client and keep them pushing forward. Over here we have a chat window. The general chat window shows who is online, whether it be other mentors or the client themselves, and they can interact with directly. Here we have a general notes section below the chat window, which provides important information that either mentors or the client themselves can put in. For instance, what time the Kinko closes, so they know when to be there to make copies for interviews the next day of their resume. Changes to bus routes, or other important vital information. And lastly, below the general message area, we have a file upload box or window where the client can upload their resume, various cover letters, or other documents that they may need when moving forward with employers or other opportunities. This is an important tool especially because if the client themselves does not have a computer at home, they can simply log into the computer at their public library and access the eMentor, and therefore access their files online and print their resumes out there. Again, it is important to note that this initial version of the eMentor is specifically designed to those who are leaving prison for the first time to help them get back into their communities and become productive members of society. But it is important to remind yourselves that the eMentor can be expanded to cover a wider range of demographics, whether it be former drug addicts, homeless people looking to get back on their feet, or other individuals in society who just need a helping hand. The eMentor is designed to help them. No one person is an island in this world. People must come together to solve the important issues of the next millennium. The eMentor helps do that. They bring people together so that they may address and help individuals who are in need. Thank you for watching this presentation of the initial version of the eMentor by Team Skagway 1. Please be sure to check in periodically for future updates and improved functionality to this web service.